Hello, this is Sheshachalam from AstroGuide Mysore. So today let us understand the planets and their malefic proportions with regard to their placements in the natural zodiac from the ascendant sign of Capricorn. So we have done from Aries till Sagittarius till now. If you see all the previous videos, you can see that very clearly. Yeah, in the description box, link will be given from the previous videos from Aries till Sagittarius. We have very clearly discussed about which are the prime malefics. There are some places where there are double malefics, when in some cases there are no malefics at all. Particularly for the sign of ascendant sign of Leo, no malefics, no prime malefics. There are malefics, but partial malefics. But let us see now for the sign of Capricorn, whether planets are malefic and to which proportion or what proportion they are malefic. So, this is the chart which I would prefer you people have it in front of you. A simple zodiac chart with the Rashi Kundali, where you will have from Aries till Pisces, with the lordships starting from Mars till Jupiter. So that will be important, because when I am talking, you will directly go there. So you will see that and then you will refer. It's easy to infer. So coming to the point, Makara Rashi or Capricorn is the ascendant which is of concern today. Saturn is the ascendant lord, and Saturn is the ascendant lord and also the second lord. It has a dual lordship here, and being the ascendant lord and the second lord, it becomes a yoga karaka planet. Though it takes the role of a maraka, it will not kill. It is no more a maraka, because the second house for Makara Rashi, that is Capricorn, is Aquarius, and it is the house of Mula Trikona Sthana, that is the house of Mula Trikona for Saturn. So it is no more a Maraka for Capricorn. So Saturn is a 100% benefic planet for its own ascendant sign, Capricorn. Going to the next planet which we encounter is Jupiter. Jupiter is the 3rd and the 12th lord. As I have said in my earlier video also, for Sagittarius, Saturn is somewhat like a friend. Same way, for Capricorn, Jupiter acts like a friend, because it controls the 3rd house, which is a Upachaya Sthana, and the 12th house, which is a negative house, a Triksthana, no doubt. But because of this, it becomes a neutral planet. No doubt, Jupiter and Saturn, if they are individually placed in the chart, they are considered as malefics placed together. That is, enemies placed together. They will have fight. They will have conflicting significations. They will try to stop the other from fulfilling their signification. So this keeps happening in the chart. But Jupiter, being the 12th lord, will have some negativity for this particular ascendant, no doubt. But if it is exalted, let us say for Capricorn, it will be exalted in the 7th house, a fantastic Hamsa Yoga, being exalted in the sign of Cancer. So it gets exalted in the sign of Cancer. A very beautiful exaltation. So in the sign of Cancer, that means it is in the 7th house. So certain positions of Jupiter is very good for Capricorn. But still, we will take it as 50% negative, not 100% negative at all. Going to the next planet, that is Mars, which is the 4th and the 11th lord. Kendradipatya dosha, because it is a lord of a Kendra, and being the 11th, it becomes a Bhadaka for this Chara Rashi, that is Makara Rashi, that is Capricorn, is a movable sign, and for this sign, the 11th house becomes a Bhadaka sign. Bhadaka means the sign or the lord who will give a lot of trouble or become a hurdle in one's life in its dasha bhukti, that is major period or sub period in its planetary period. So, or in its even in its transit, minor transits of Mars. Mars for Capricorn is a very big malefic until and unless it is placed in a trikona sthana. What is trikona? A trine. Because being a Kendra lord, if it is posited in a trikona, it will give extraordinary benefits. Particularly if it is exalted in the Lagna itself. When it is exalted in Lagna, that is, that Mars gets exalted in Makara Rashi, that is in Capricorn, and it gives rise to what is known as Ruchaka Yoga, one of the Pancha Maha Purusha Yogas, of yoga which can make a person a commander, a leader, a huge marketing business magnate. Very big yoga. A person who is daring, who does not have fear at all. A person who can become a commandant, a general. So that sort of a yoga, a person who can lead a force, lead an industry to success. Such a strong yoga it is. So how can it be negative? So it should be in a trine, that is 1, 5 or 9. If Mars is posited in 1, 5 or 9 for this particular sign from this ascendant of Capricorn, it's a great position. It loses its negativity. And
I would like to add here something.
Yeah.
That it will
Your voice has to be risen because you don't have a mic today.
It will still have a disturbance in the family life.
Yeah. See, Mars, I was talking about great professional success, but as she is telling that there is a difficulty which Mars gives in family life if it is posited in a trine. Obviously, it will give difficulties. So, that would be with regard to personal relationships and sustenance of relationship. Going ahead, Mars can be taken as a partial negative, not a complete negative for this Lagna. But still, 75% I will call it as a negative because only positionally there is advantage. It is not completely advantageous. Going to Venus. Venus is the 5th and the 10th lord. A fantastic position. It is a Yoga Karaka, complete Yoga Karaka. And it gives rise to very, very big yogas like Malavya Yoga. If it is posited in the 10th house, it gives rise to one of the biggest yogas of Panchamahapurusha Yoga called as the Malavya Yoga. Great yoga of fine arts. So there is no negativity at all. So this is a class which defines proportions of malefic nature. So there is no malefic nature for Venus at all. So let us leave it there. Let us go to Mercury. Mercury has the 6th lordship and the 9th lordship. This is a very, very important thing to discuss. Saturn is also known as Manda. 6th lord Mercury is a Roga Karaka and it is Buddhi. Manda and Buddhi. If these two fellows join in a bad place or in the 6th house itself, they give rise to anxiety, palpitation, ADHD, OCD, bipolarity, many other problems which comes under Buddhi Manda Roga Yoga. Buddhi, Mercury, Manda, Saturn, Roga, 6th house or the 6th lord, Yoga or a combination. So this is a very dangerous combination. So we cannot take Mercury as 100% Yoga Karaka for this Lagna at all. So Mercury has a negative portion of, let us say, 25%, which is there in this. But being the sixth lord, Mercury can give easy loans, bank loans. It can make you pass exams, entrance examinations. You can be very good in competitive examinations, get good jobs. So that's all great. But this small problem of getting into anxiety, getting into problems is seen. The seventh lord, now we have only two planets left over. The seventh lord, Chandra, that is moon, is considered a negative planet for this ascendant, and because it is an opposition, firstly. Secondly, Saturn and moon have conflicting significations. Saturn has a lot of patience. Moon does not have patience at all. It's a very fast moving planet. Saturn has composure. Moon does not have composure. It is very innocent. It's a bubbling planet. It's a childlike planet. And both of them mixed together, they give a melancholic way of thinking. This person will simply get into depression, will get into waves of thought, will simply flow into deep thinking, which is very dangerous for a person to go into. In dangerous moments, things can happen which even people cannot understand what's happening. So it's like, going into illusions, going into dreamy states. It's a tough position. So moon can be taken as 75% negative, because why the 25% is positive? Because position wise, moon gets exalted in the fifth house for Capricorn, and that's a good position for moon to get exalted. It's an excellent position for giving higher education and spirituality for Capricorn. So moon is good in certain positions, so hence it's not complete negative. Sun, on the other hand, being the lord of the eighth house, is considered 100% malefic. It's the prime malefic for this particular ascendant. Though it is posited in excellent positions, it will cause difficulty to this native. One or the other difficulty it will cause. Though it is exalted in the fourth house, from this particular in this ascendant, it will get exalted in Aries. Also then, Sun will cause difficulties to the native, like for example, it might make the native go far away from his mother, get separated from his mother, go to a hostel very early in life. So many things. So this is the only planet, Sun is the only planet which is a prime malefic for Capricorn ascendant. Other than that, Moon is also considered a malefic. So an Amavasya combination for Capricorn is a dangerous combination. Wherein I had told you, particularly for the Scorpio ascendant, the 9th and the 10th lord will give rise to Dharmakarmadipati Yoga, Amavasya. Here, it is going to give Deha Kashta Yoga in Amavasya, because the 7th lord and the 8th lord are going to get mixed up. So, thank you very much for today's class.